With patch 12.6 around the corner, Escape from Tarkov will also receive its first wipe in 2020. In this video I will explain what is wipe all about, and I will give you some tips how to prepare and what to expect. This video will be more brief and touch on some stuff that changed from my previous wipe guide. That guide was made for patch 0.12, but you will still find there plenty of valid and good tips, so you may want to give it a go after this one. So what is a wipe? Well, it's just a name used by community for server reset. All your gear, skills, vendors and task progression will be reset to default state. It's basically new and fresh start for everybody. Also, any hideout upgrades, that includes stash upgrades, will be lost and you will have to do them all again. Same for secure containers. The reason why we have wipes in game right now is for testing purpose. It's not clear yet, but it seems that in the future we'll have probably system like leaks in Path of Exile or Diablo. That means there will be main server and a second one that will reset from time to time. The big change in 12.6, that was probably the main reason for wipe, is flea market change. You will be able to sell on flea market only items that have found in raid tag. This will completely change economy of the game. For instance, you will no longer be able to sell stuff you bought from vendors or gear of PMCs you killed in raids. If you will receive run-through status after extracting, all your items will lose found in raid tag. That means hatchet runs should be less profitable way of earning money now. One more change that BSG is considering is removing found in raid tag from items in your secure container if you die. You have to also remember that when you enter the raid, all your items will lose found in raid tag. It's very important in case of keys. In the past you could buy quest key, do necessary task and then resell it. With this change, task keys will be very pricey, so good idea is to learn their spawn points. Make sure to also check all the jackets. This should be a great source of keys you need, plus some extra early income if you get double. One last thing, all items made in Hideout receive found in raid status. Hideout will be very important in next patch if you like playing the market and will allow you to do some quests faster. Now, if you plan to upgrade your hideout as fast as possible, you will have to learn interchange and utilize your scav on this map. You will be able to find most of the items needed for upgrades there. Second map that will be very useful is Reserve. You can find there some military grade items and stuff like folders with intelligence. I think upgrading your hideout is worth it if you plan to play this game for some time. Final upgrade, the Bitcoin farm, is a great way of passive income. Also, some crafts could be used to earn some cash, help you with tasks or just give you items you need. One of the best crafts early would be 2 cords producing 8 wires in workbench level 1. Wires will sell for a lot early wipe, because you need plenty of them for hideout upgrades. You should also monitor prices for bolts, screw nuts, various tapes and other stuff you need for early hideout upgrades, because early game people will overpay just to be done with them. If you are standard edition owner and you wonder if you need to upgrade your stash right away, the answer is you can easily wait. With 12.6 each stash will receive 2 or 3 rows of free space. Containers also have much better price to slot ratio, so they should be your main priority. Lucky Scav Junk Box is a great container to get early game. You should also think about documents case. Other than that, buy what you need the most and remember that the safe choice is always items case. You should think about upgrading your stash when it will be required for other hideout upgrades or you have extra cash at your disposal. The other stash upgrades are completely optional in my opinion, so you don't have to stress about them at all. If you will ever get to the point you don't know what to do with your money, then you may go with the next upgrade. Okay, so now the ongoing question of what should I keep in my stash. You should visit official Tarkov Wikipedia and bookmark that site. It's the best source for all the information you may ever need. People upload their list of items needed for tasks, hideout upgrades and so on. From my experience, you should keep only items that are very hard to get. If nothing will change, those will be items like military battery, OFZ shells, Wilstons cigarettes, Blackrock chest rigs, ancient vase and ancient teapot, flash drives and maybe fuel conditioners. You should also keep 1 copy of each of streamer items if your goal is to get Kappa secure container later. From items you need for hideout upgrades, there are some more rare ones on that list, but you can buy them from flea market at any point, so you don't have to keep them. Prices of those items will fluctuate a lot. At the beginning of the wipe everything will have high price that will drop in few days. Some items needed for later upgrades may be cheaper at the start, for instance it was the case for GPUs last wipe, they were selling for 40k at some point. As soon as people started to hit the endgame and build Bitcoin farms, prices of GPUs rise to 200k and more. It's hard to tell what you should keep and what to sell to make maximum profit, but I would not bother that much about it and just sell stuff if you just don't have too much free space in your stash. One item type you should focus very early are armors. You will be able to buy P.A.K.A. to save you from scuffs, but each class 3 armor or higher is just amazing early game when people use basic ammo. Armor should be a priority over weapons when looting early game. From other tips, you can sell to Jäger melee weapons for maximum profit. The Christmas gift also changed this year, and sadly you no longer get free key tool. Medical case is good early container, so I would keep it. Money case is your call. You can sell it to vendor if you need cash. Shrimp is not a bad pistol, and SVD will be needed for Punisher Part 6 quest. My last tip is about learning the game right now and not waiting for the patch. If you are a new player, all the info you gather right now will let you play better after the wipe hits. Raids will be harder now, so when you start fresh, you will feel like you're playing on a whole different level. For other people, now is the best time to learn maps and try gear you always were hesitant of using. Money doesn't matter anything right now, and it'll be gone with 12.6, so just use it and have some fun. That's all in this one. Again, make sure to check my wipe guide for more detailed tips. If you like this video, consider subscribing for more. Thanks for watching and see you in raids.